Hello teachers, wannabe teachers. Welcome back to my classroom. Let's talk about feedback. I have 20 minutes before my next class. I am teaching tonight with Gogo Kid and I don't have a booking right now, so I thought I would do a little bit video about feedback. Let's talk about Gogo Kid feedback. So feedback is a very it can be a touchy thing. People do it differently, and I'm just going to tell you what I do and what I think, and you find out what works best for you. And all of this online ESL stuff, you figure out what works best for you. Feedback to the student and to the parent is required. So you will have to get your feedback done. You have to get it done within 12 hours if you want to be paid 100% of your pay. So I'm looking at our policy right now, so I'm getting this right. You have to get it done 12 hours after the class time ends so that you get paid 100%. 12 to 24 hours afterwards, you only get paid 60%. So if you teach a 7 o'clock class in the morning and you don't get it until 7:30 that night, you're only going to get 60% of your class. And after 24 hours, 0% of your pay. So it's very important. Feedback. I address my feedback to the parent. Since the parent is the one buying the class, the parent is the one wanting the student to take it. I address my feedback to the parent, but I mentioned the kid and I mentioned it was so nice to meet you. I hope to see you again, and put the student's name in. So that can go either way. You can address it to the parent or you can address it to the student. I start off positive, something I liked, something I noticed about the student, something the student was very good in. In the middle, something the student needs to work on. And in the end, I end with something positive. If the student shared with me a teddy bear or their pet, or if a student did a drawing for me, I put that. If the student pointed out their dress or their shirt or something, I put that at the end, and then I signed Teacher Susanna, and I put my teacher name on it. My teacher name is Teacher Susanna, QKP. And just so that whenever they see your name, the more they see your name. And I put XOXOXO just to make it fun. Now, once you join, most of these online schools, once you join, you can get into their Facebook groups, and there are templates, Google Drive templates that you can get a hold of, and you can copy and paste the template and you just personalize it to the student. I find these really helpful because these templates have exactly what you worked on, the sentence structure, the phonics, the math, and if it's vowels, what vowels. And then you just need to personalize it for that student. So of course, every student is different. So you need to let the parent know what the student did good on, what the student still needs to do, and make it personal to the student. Chinese parents are very invested in their students' education. So that's why they hired you, for you to teach, and they really want to know. So make sure that you give something that the students can work, homework that the students can be doing at home. I believe most of the parents do read the feedback. For a while, I thought maybe they weren't, but I believe they do really read the feedback. And some companies, Gogo Kids, sometimes there are different incentives that the parents can have if they choose to leave the teacher feedback as well. That is another thing that is up to you. I sometimes ask for feedback for me at the end. Gogo Kid has a 5-star rating, which is a little bit different than the other companies, and I will tell you why in just a little bit. Sometimes I don't ask for feedback. The more 5 stars that I have, it's going to be better for my level, my pay, my bonus pay. So I do want to have a 5-star level. So that's very important for me. Sometimes parents leave feedback and sometimes they don't. I haven't really found out a rhyme or reason. I have tried asking for feedback at the end of my feedback to the parent, saying something like, please leave me 5 stars. If the student liked class, let me know, or let me know what else the student would like to learn and leave me 5 stars. If the student liked this class, had fun. Sometimes that backfires and they say, oh, the student did not like your class, and they give me a 3 stars. Gogo Kid, let me show you my feedback. Gogo Kid, so far, I believe this is my 50th day with Gogo Kid. It is, we can't see what my day is. I think this is my 50th day though with Gogo Kid. And down here you see where my mouse is, you see parent feedback, 22 evaluations, and a 5.0. So my feedback is a 5.0. That's what you want. The longer that you have a 5.0 feedback, the more bonus pay you get. Now, I have gotten two 4-star ratings. The parents felt like the student didn't the student needed to get more like out of the class. They felt that my lesson could have gone a little bit above and beyond what that student knew. So they gave me a 4-star rating. So 2 of those parents have done that, and that didn't lower my percentage. My star rating is still 5.0. Now, in VIP Kid, for example, if you get a 4-star rating, that will lower you a little bit. And then a second 4-star rating will lower you even more. So with Gogo Kid, 4-star ratings and 5-star ratings are okay. So it's up to you if you want to ask for feedback. I think it's always good to ask for feedback, not necessarily to ask for stars, but I think you want to know, if you have a regular student, you want to know what that student wants to learn, or you want to know what that parent wants you to do. Because remember, we are doing this for the parents. The parents are the one buying, the parents are the one buying like into the company, and we're working for the company. So feedback is good. The company itself will not leave you feedback. You get feedback from the parents, and the parents will tell you if it's good or bad. Now, if you get a feedback and you think that that's really not validated, if you get a really low star feedback, a 2 or 3 star, and the parent's saying something that you absolutely did not do, you can write into the company and you can explain to Gogo Kid why you believe that's not true. And they do have the option to remove a really bad feedback. And that has happened, not with Gogo Kid, but that has happened to another company with me. They will go back and review your lesson and they can take it away. Because every parent has different expectations, of course, and they don't really know you and they don't really know how you teach. So if you do have a bad feedback and you think that it's not validated, let Gogo Kid know, send in a ticket, and see if they can get it erased for you. But anyways, so that's my tip. I hope you learned something about feedback. Usually I do feedback as soon as I'm done with the class. I leave a feedback, because if not, I'm going to forget. I'm going to go on with my day, and I want to get paid full credit for the class. So if you have any questions, let me know. Have a good night. Goodbye.